afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from Bayam Palace. With me is His Excellency Ambassador Eric Chevalier. He is the French ambassador for Syria. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Ambassador, I'd like to ask you, what do you think about Kuwait hosting the pledging conference for Syrian refugees?
I think that it's extremely important because, first of all, Kuwait is a very generous country and announced this morning a very important contribution. So we believe that it's important that the Amir, that the country is hosting this conference in this region because there is a clear understanding that the Arab world is the first one who is, supporting the Syrian people. And we're happy all together, the Europeans, the Americans and others, to be together here to support the Syrian people.
With the aim of the conference is to raise $1.5 billion US. Now, Kuwait's contributed about 300 million. His Highness has pledged 300 million. How do you think we're going to get the rest of the money needed?
I think I cannot, exactly say that at that time because the conference is not finished. But what we believe is that several other countries from the region, but also all over the world, including Europe and including France, will contribute. And there is a great hope that this figure could be reached. What is also very important is that it's not a question only of money. This is a question of also of access to the people, because there are so many people in need within Syria and in the neighboring countries who are extremely generous in hosting these people. So the money is for the refugees outside, but it's also for inside. And for inside, what is also very important is to ensure that those who are really in need can receive this assistance.
Yes.
So this is why we believe, France, that all channels should be used in order to have these people in need receiving the help. This means the UN agencies when they can work, international NGOs, but also local solidarity networks, the new assistance unit of the National Coalition of the Opposition, networks of doctors who are helping the free doctors in a lot of areas. So what is important is really to be sure that all people will be able to benefit from this money.
So we need humanitarian agencies and governments to work together to be able to give the Syrian refugees as much as possible. And
local actors within Syria.
Okay.
We know, France, we've worked with a lot of networks within Syria who are sometimes supporting the revolution, sometimes supporting any people in need. They can work, they can be very operational. So they need also to be part of this. And what is important is that now that we have a new national coalition of the opposition that has been established, that we, France, with more than 100 countries, have recognized as the legitimate representative of the Syrian people, that this coalition, that its assistance unit is really involved in all these discussions because they should be a key partner in this. Not necessarily to deliver the assistance, but at least to coordinate ways for the delivery of the assistance.
Mr. Ambassador, now for the amount of every day there are more and more refugees arriving at borders. So up to yesterday, it was about 12,000 refugees at the border with Jordan. Now I know that Lebanon and Turkey and Iraq have similar problems.
Jordan?
With Jordan, I mean, it's pretty bad. What can be done to help?
Two things. The first one is to help these countries who have been extremely generous in hosting these people to be able to face these huge numbers and try to really provide all the assistance which is needed. So this needs coordination and work between these governments, these countries, and the international organizations and the international community. That's one part. And of course, the other part is that is to help the people within Syria to receive the assistance. Because why people are fleeing? For two reasons. First of all, because they are often shelled by the regime. We have to be clear. Those who are responsible for this disaster are those who are at the head of the Syrian regime today. So this is one main reason that people are shelled, attacked, tortured, imprisoned. And also because in some areas the assistance which is needed cannot reach the people. So this is why we need to work with innovative approach to really reach all the people within Syria.
Mr. Ambassador, now I know you've been out of Syria for a while now. Do you look forward to going back?
again, I love this country, I love these people. I think that it's absolutely terrible what happens to this country and these people. So what I would like to come back is to come back in Syria, but in a free Syria and a democratic Syria.
We look forward to that as well. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.